Hello there guys and welcome back to a preview of Barcelona against Leganés. It's Copa del Rey time again for the Azulgrana, and here we go. It's this competition that this year we want to win, with the kings of the cup, with the Catalan kings ruling Spain domestically. So we want to go and win this cup again. It's going to be a really interesting time. It's a really important moment this for Barcelona right now. You know, we're selling a lot of players. We're not bringing that many in as of yet. As I'm recording this video, that's on around 3 o'clock. On a Wednesday afternoon, the game of course coming tomorrow evening. That's going to be Thursday, 6 PM UK time, 7 PM local time, and that's going to be an interesting one. We're still adapting under Setien. We're not the finished article yet, of course, and well, there have been issues, you know, there have been questions asked of the side, but we've got to be patient now, guys. We really have to be patient. And this cup game, guys, is going to be a really interesting one. I'm not expecting a full Camp Nou at all. It usually isn't for these sorts of games, especially not in the cup, but the atmosphere, also, I'm not expecting that much. You know, there's going to be the fans behind the goal, of course, but apart from that, I'm not expecting a good atmosphere, and there hasn't been a good atmosphere in the Camp Nou for quite a while now, and that is becoming an issue in my opinion. We do need to improve that. Definitely the fans there. Put your voice in. Support the team. That's what I say. But hey, you know, it doesn't always go like that. Of course, a lot of tourists, a lot of people who aren't even Barca fans in the stadium. They're just, you know, there for the spectacle. But tomorrow night, it is an important game for us, Culés. We want to get through the cup, and it's also a good chance to get Setien's football even more implemented into this Barcelona side. Our opponents, Leganés, come into this one, you know, on an interesting run of form. They just drew to Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, which is interesting. And of course, about a week ago now, they got a 1-0 away win at Ebro, so they haven't conceded in their last 2 games. So, you know, that is certainly a positive outlook for Leganés right now. They'll come in here with a bit of confidence. Aguirre now, he's been the coach for what, about 3 months now, I think. I think one of his first games, if not his first game, was actually against us in Leganés. We managed to win that one by 2-1, but Leganés, they always actually pose quite a threat against us. We don't feel that comfortable playing them. I can't remember a game that we've played at Leganés where I've thought, oh, that was a nice easy game, let's get out of here now. I haven't ever remembered that. There have been a lot of 3-1s with, you know, late goals to make it 3-1 and the game's been nervy. A lot of 2-1s in there too. And hey, even we got defeated by them last season, 2-1 away from home, with one of our Gala 11s on the pitch. So that was an interesting one. And Leganés will feel confident. Aguirre in his press conference today, he said that the players, they're really up for this, they're full of enthusiasm, they want to make some history here and get through to the quarterfinals of the King's Cup. And Leganés actually have quite a fine record in the competition. I remember they got to the semi-finals not long ago now, I think 2 years ago that was, only to be knocked out by Sevilla, who we then beat 5-0 in the final. But, you know, he also mentioned in there, Aguirre, that he is looking to give minutes to a few of those, you know, you could say lesser players in the side. He wants to mix up the side a little bit and give minutes to players who haven't played as much this season, and that could come in just a little bit help for us, because I think we'll be looking to do a little bit of the same. But despite the fact that Leganés will feel, you know, just a little bit confident going into this one, I think this is one of the more favourable draws for Barcelona. We're at home, which of course is such a massive key. It really is for Barcelona, especially if we're playing one of the lowest ranked sides in our division. And yes, you know, you've seen Real Madrid, they're away to maybe teams from, you know, the lower divisions, but really those are the harder games in my opinion. There's no other two ways about it. I'd definitely rather play Leganés at home than a side like Zaragoza away from home. You don't want to be going away from home in these cup games. It really makes that cup spirit alive, and it, you know, it's easy to get knocked out once you go away to places like that, as I think a lot of teams proved last round. You know, Atletico, they're no longer here. They got knocked out in their first involvement to Cultural Leonesa, and they're not on great form right now. But Leganés did get a draw against them on the weekend, and we've got to make sure, guys, we win this game. I really want to win this game. We need to be winning it. If we don't win it, my goodness me, there's going to be scrutiny on Setien, and that honestly could leave us trophyless for the season. This is a great chance for us to win a trophy. We're still in the league hunt. We're not giving that up yet. We're only 3 points behind Real Madrid, and we're still in the Champions League, guys. So we're going to go for that, of course, but we have to be realistic at the same time so that we don't get our hopes up again and then get absolutely crumbled like we have done for the final 2 years. But for me, there's so much intrigue going into this game, guys. For me, you know, who's going to be starting? How are we going to set up? I haven't seen Setien's press conference yet, but he's likely to inform us, you know, maybe on some transfer news, maybe on some injury news, and that'll give us a really good indication as to who's actually going to be starting tomorrow. But as of now, we can only predict, we can only guess. And I just want to touch on the Setien setup, really, because I think he's done a lot of great work since he's come in, you know, he's stabilised the squad. He's put in, you know, a lot more harder intentions into this Barcelona side. He's got them working harder. There's little days off. There's new tactics. There's new training drills, and that's really, really good to see. But the older players, they're not going to like this, and that will especially continue to, you know, be an issue for the older players if we're not getting the results. Their mindset's got to change, yes, but that is an issue with the club right now. If the coach isn't right, they're the older players. They really do not enjoy it. So Setien, he needs to start getting wins, and for me, he's got to scrap this horrible looking back three of his. I don't know what it is. I've been a massive fan of Setien for a long, long time now, and I still back him as the coach, but this back three, it has to stop. It's not even a back three. It's not made up of three central defenders. There's not two wing backs. It's just pure chaos. It's quite horrific, actually, in my opinion. And if you're going to do a back three, you've got to do it in the right way, Mr. Setien. He hasn't done that yet. And in my opinion, he's got to go to either a 4-3-3 or a narrow 4-1-2-1-2, like we saw under Valverde, you know, a lot more regularly in his first year as coach. So lineup-wise, we are going to be quite in the dark here. There's no real indication as to who's going to be starting. We can only predict as Quilles from the outside. But I've put this on screen right now, and I think we could maybe be seeing something like this. This is probably something that I would play. I think Setien is going to go a little more full strength. He wants these results. He wants the players, you know, the top players, playing more regularly together and getting used to his football. But we also need to give other chances. I started Iñaki Peña in goal. I think he deserves a shot. I really do. I think he's been on the fringes of being our sub-goalkeeper for a few years now. We keep on signing replacements or using other people or not selling certain players, so he never really gets a look in. What an opportunity this is for him now. You know, Ter Stegen has just come back from injury. He could do with the rest. Neto's injured. Playing Iñaki Peña, he won't let you down, but if not, I would expect Ter Stegen to be in the goal tomorrow night. Right back, I've gone for Semedo. I think we need to go back to the back four, like I mentioned. Please, Setien, go back to a back four. I would start Semedo on this one. He needs to prove himself big time. In defence, I've gone for Araujo and Longley. For me, Longley would be one of the first names on the team sheet in the full 11, so he's got to start proving himself, Longley, as to how good of a defender he is. He was, you know, untouchable under Valverde there, and rightly so. He's got to just prove to Setien now that I'm the right man for the job. He needs to be, honestly, he's probably our best centre-back of the club right now, and he's not even playing. That's an issue. He needs to play more. I'm putting him in for this game. I've partnered him with Araujo. We've got to start trusting him now. Since we've sold Todibo, stupidly, I would have started Todibo this game 110%, 120%, guys. But he's gone, and that's a shame. But now it's Araujo's time to shine. Go in there, son, and make a difference. Left back Junior Firpo still got to get used to Barcelona. He played a lot of football around the December time, November also. But now he's got a chance to prove himself once more in the Cup. In midfield, it's an interesting one. I'd probably rest all three of Busquets, De Jong and Artur. I can definitely see maybe two of those actually starting on the night, though. Like I said, I think Setien might go strongest to get through this one, but I would give a chance to Vidal in there. I think he has to start. What a player he's been for us. He always puts in 110%. Ricky Puig needs another chance. Give him his first Camp Nou start. And then you've also got Rakitic in there. I like Rakitic when he's at the heart of the midfield. When he's asked to play in like a, not a pivot role, in the other role, where he has to bomb on a little bit more, I don't think that suits him as of now. It did in the past. Because of his age, he's much more suited to sitting, you know, nearer the defenders and dictating play from there using his other good characteristics that, of course, he still has. And up front, guys, I'd play Collado. We're really, really low on strikers right now and attackers in general. Unfortunately, Ansu Fati and Griezmann are going to have to start again, in my opinion, minimum, if not Messi as well. I've gone for Collado in there. He deserves a chance. And with Perez out, off to Roma, Dembele's still injured, Suarez is injured. They have to make a signing now, Barcelona. They really, really do. But for now, we don't have one. So Collado, Griezmann, and Ansu Fati would be the front three for me. Big chance for Collado this. Griezmann, prove yourself once more that you can be this man to lead the team when we do rotate. And Ansu Fati back on the left-hand side. Go on, son. We haven't seen enough from you recently. We need a performance from Ansu Fati to show what he's made of back out on the left wing. Setien, I want the 4-3-3. Let's hope we can get it. Prediction-wise, guys, I would probably say maybe a 3-1 victory for Barcelona. I wouldn't be surprised at a 2-1 or a 1-0 again, though. I'd love, you know, like a 4-0 win. Even a 3-0 would be great. We need to get this crowd back at the Camp Nou. We need to get them on the side. We need to really turn into this Barcelona side that Setien wants. We need to get playing well. We need that good football, guys, that he promised. That is what we need. We don't just want results anymore. Come on, Setien. This is a good chance. Let's get a win. Let's beat Levante on Sunday, and let's get that confidence back. Big chance tomorrow night. I'm expecting a victory. I'm expecting a few rotations, but also, you know, a serious Barcelona who want to prove themselves in this cup. I'll see you guys, I think, Friday for the match preview, or the match review, sorry. That's going to be an interesting one. I'll see you guys all then, but for now, goodbye.